Welcome, Queen. Have you ever had to face someone not being who you thought they were? Have you ever had to let go of someone that you thought you'd spend or share a lifetime with? Have you ever had to deal with betrayal from someone you trusted? Well, I want you to know that people have a way of shocking us, sometimes to our core, and still we have the power, the ability to choose. And I want you to know that you can still show up confident. And I want to share with you three ways you can do that. First of all, you have the ability to choose to respond and not react. What I'm saying here is you still have the power to count the costs. Sometimes when we are hurting, when we are frustrated, when we have experienced pain and trauma, we want the person or the people who made us hurt to feel that same hurt. But consider what that is going to cost you time wise, peace wise, energy wise, maybe even financially. Is it even worth a conversation? Because sometimes we can think that we need to tell this person off, and it just leads to us with more turmoil, with more hurt, with more frustration. So truly think about that today and count the cost of how you decide to show up. Are you going to respond or are you going to react? It's still in your control. Secondly, you get to reframe what this hurt means to you. So often when people hurt us, that is all we can see. That is all we are feeling. We are looking at life from our lens and the lens of negativity often. But consider that what you've been through is something that you can often share to help someone else, to equip or empower someone else. Consider the fact as well that although this person or these people may have hurt you, they could be victims themselves. For example, if someone does something to backstab you, but they were threatened, they were maybe blackmailed. Well, in that case, yes, they did something that hurt you, but they also did it because of the threat over their head. And they didn't feel like they had a different option, or they chose not to seek out other options. So consider that and really think about what you are saying to yourself, because the story you tell yourself frames your perspective and how you show up and how you approach that situation and how you view that person or those people. And lastly, I want you to know this. You still have the power to choose how you want to move forward with your life. So when you think about people, when you think about life, one thing we know is that people are going to do things that are unexpected. And sometimes those unexpected things impact our lives in ways that we could never imagine, in ways that we could never anticipate. But their choices do not have to dictate and determine what we decide is best for us. We still have the power, even when we're hurting, to say, this is my life. Yes, I'm hurting. Yes, I've experienced something that I didn't expect I would experience, especially from this type of person or these type of people, depending on who they were to you. And yes, I still have the ability to choose what are the next best steps for me. And understand, forgiving them is a necessity for you, not for them. And also understand that forgiving them doesn't mean you forget, and it doesn't mean you have to restore the relationship, because forgiveness and restoration, they are not one and the same. But if you allow what you've been through to keep you stuck, to keep you bitter, to keep you wondering about your character and about the type of person that you are in a negative way, then understand that you are giving that person control over your emotional state. And anybody who can control your emotional state is in control of your life, because they are controlling the way that you are thinking, the way that you are feeling, and ultimately the way that you are choosing to show up in life. And I want to share this with you. Ladies, sometimes we think that men should just know. And if you ever find yourself in a space, in a state where something he did or something his friend may have done impacted you in a negative way, and you feel as though he should just know, consider whether or not you have told him. Because if you have not communicated it to him and with him, it's possible he doesn't know, even if you've hinted at it or tiptoed around the subject. Because if you don't come out and outright share it with him, then in a way you have clipped this man at his knees and then challenged him to stand on his feet. And I want to leave you with this thought. Your perspective determines the path you take, and your choices determines the people you will meet along that path. But you have the power to control and choose them both. As always, I'm Coach Sam, telling you that 24 hours doesn't seem long, but in 24 hours, you can change your life. So go ahead and do something life-changing now.